have taken to practicing pocketbook diplomacy in defense of Prime Minister Trudeau. By the way, none of this is in defense of Prime Minister Trudeau, by the way, who was caught in a trade war of words with President Trump by boycotting American goods and canceling vacations to the United States, according to a report. Shoppers are shunning Kentucky bourbon, California wine, Florida oranges, avoiding American companies like Starbucks, Walmart. By the way, if you go to the local Starbucks where I live, they're not shunning Starbucks.
Yeah,
Starbucks
I know.
is very busy here.
I know. I doubt if they're shunning Walmart or McDonald's or any of the others. Doubt if they're shunning Kentucky bourbon. Go ahead.
None of this is happening on the ground. This boycott does not have boots on the ground, by the way.
There you go. Thanks. Yeah.
On Twitter, hashtags like Buy Canadian, Boycott U.S. Products, Boycott USA are spreading as outrage over Trump's trade tariffs grows.
Yeah.
An Ottawa man, now here's where it gets tricky, okay? An Ottawa man posted a Trump-free grocery cart full of products from Canada or from countries with strong leadership, quote unquote. Click on that link, Carl. Follow along with me.
Okay, I will. Okay, I'm going to click. Okay? And by the way, and I just got to say, an Ottawa man posted a Trump-free grocery cart. Okay, so one dude post something, and it's just bringing down America. One dude is going to bring America down. Okay, hold on just a minute. All right. I just clicked on it, and up it comes, and it says first Trump-free grocery cart focusing. All right, you go ahead.
Scott Chamberlain. Okay, his bio says he's a father of 4 awesome kids. He's a lawyer, a union lawyer,
in Canada. Okay.
In Canada. Now, it's very important to remember that this guy is a lawyer. Okay, you see the picture at the top of his grocery cart?
I see it.
First Trump-free grocery cart, focusing on great Canadian products and those from countries with strong leadership.
I know what you're going to say. My eyes are already seeing it. Go ahead.
What are your eyes seeing there? Tell me.
I see Dole products. I see Kellogg's products. I see. I see Florida oranges.
Okay. What is Kellogg's? Kellogg's is owned by General Mills.
I see Post products. Yeah.
Thank you. Yes.
Keep going.
But here's the thing, though. General Mills is an American company.
Yeah.
So he is supporting the American economy.
Yes.
With his boycott of American foods.
Yes.
What's the other thing you see there? Okay, if we scroll down now, I commented on. I went to our Twitter account and I commented on this, and he quickly posted another meme below that. I said, okay. Already replaced the Cheerios with some made-in-Canada cereals and good old oatmeal. Made-in-Canada cereals. Post Shreddies is owned by Post Consumer Brands. What is Post Consumer Brands? It's an American company.
Yes, I know. I'm looking at this. I'm looking at the picture, and I can see his tweet. Yes, already replaced those Cheerios with some made-in-Canada. So in other words, this lawyer posts pictures of his anti-American shopping cart filled with American products.
Well, not only that, but we, myself, and I think one other person. He has a loyal liberal following on his Twitter account here. But myself and at least one other person pointed out that Kellogg's is an American company. Yeah. Okay. It's owned by General Mills. General Mills is an American company. So then later on he says, okay, I replaced the evil American Cheerios with some made-in-Canada cereals. So he posts the Shreddies made by Post, which is owned by Post Consumer Brands, which is an American company. But not only that, now keep in mind, folks, this guy is a lawyer, okay? So he replaces his Kellogg's product, Cheerios, with another Kellogg's product, Corn Pops.
Yeah.
It's another product made by and owned by an American company.
Yeah. Yeah. And listen, did you read this tweet from Martina Roman? It says, as an American, Scott, I support you and apologize to you and the world for this horrible excuse of a human being who has the position of POTUS in America. Most of us did not vote for him. Most of us abhor him and cannot wait till he is out of office. I heart Canada. From Martina Roman. It's a little snowflake, man. She says most of us did not vote for him. Excuse me. Actually, once all the votes were tallied, actually most people did vote for him. And the entire electoral college system bore that out. And he is the president, and so moved to Canada. Martina?
And another thing I noticed was that he said that he was only buying Canadian-made products, which clearly he doesn't even know how to do a 10-second Google search on Cheerios. That's all it took me was 10 seconds to Google who owns Cheerios.
I know.
And General Mills owns Cheerios, and they're an American company. But then he's got this package of yogurt in there, and I think it's the second picture down. So he's gone and he's emptied his grocery cart. Now he's filled it back up with, okay, Nielsen milk is Canadian, that's fine.
Yeah.
President's Choice syrup is Canadian, that's fine.
Yeah.
But then he's got Yogo, IOGO, that yogurt there.
I saw it.
That is made by a company in Paris, France.
Yeah.
Okay, that's owned by, okay. So he is saying, okay, I'm only buying Canadian-made products, which clearly he's not. 2/3 of his shopping cart is filled with American products.
Yes, I mean...
And then he's got this yogurt here, which is made by a Paris, France-based company. So does that qualify as better leadership?
Yeah.
In his eyes, stronger leaders coming out of Paris, France.
I know.
Paris, France, being overrun by Muslim terrorists, and they don't even know what to do with themselves over there. This is what he calls stronger leadership than one Donald Trump. But here is the takeaway point here on this. My whole point was this, and I was going to talk about this even before I went and looked into his shopping cart. I was going to bring up this point that
just a minute,
Trump,
Mike. Before you get to your point, I'm just going to set it up. I just was scrolling down. I want to show you what an idiot this Scott Chamberlain dude is. Okay. Because you're just tearing him up on his shopping cart. He takes pictures of his shopping cart, folks. And Mike Shoesmith has gone down through the shopping cart and said, oh, my gosh, here's an American product, here's an American product, and the guy's bragging about how he's shopping totally California, I just read something, totally Canada. Okay, so I went down, and he keeps updating his shopping cart and his pictures because people are calling him out on it. And I go about 3/4 of the way down, and there's a girl named Cynthia Leahy who says, Scott, you got Dole bananas. Dole is from California. You got Dannon yogurt. Dannon yogurt is made in the Bronx, New York City. And then she says, you're going to have to try harder. Then he takes a picture of 4 products. He had a whole shopping cart full. Now he's got 4 products, and he says, how's this? I'll make sure to check my random acts of patriotism with you next time. In other words, now he's gotten mad because the people looking, this dude's a lawyer. Yeah, like I'm really going to hire him to represent me. You left us hanging, and you and I were talking off air. We were going down through and looking at more pictures and more tweets, and Scott Chamberlain, bless his heart, he seems to be a fairly, I'm reading a lot of his tweets, he seems to be fairly gracious, in his responses. Yeah. You can tell he gets a little embarrassed along the way. But you said something off air. You said, he ought to just pull the whole tweet down because it's just embarrassing, Mike. It's embarrassing to him as an attorney and to Canada.
He can't seem to pull it together, Carl. And this whole and his excuse for putting Cheerios and all these American brands in Canadian.
I was just looking at this other tweet. It says, "Looks like you've been digging into the grapes, Scott, while you browse the aisles." Go ahead.
Well,
I'm sorry.
It's funny because there's that paragraph that says an Ottawa man posted a Trump-free grocery cart, and yet 2/3 of the grocery cart's full of "Make America." It's like an advertisement for making America great again, not Canada.
I know. Anyway,
but then we scroll further down, and the Prime Minister of Canada has weighed in on all this. He acknowledged his support for individual Canadians during an event at Parliament earlier this week. He said, quote, "There's a bit of a patriotic boost going on these past few days," unquote, said the Prime Minister of Canada. But let me ask you this, Carl. Who does the Prime Minister of Canada have to thank for this patriotic boost? I mean, isn't this exactly what Donald Trump said Canada should do?
Yes.
Donald Trump said, we're making America great again, but we don't want to see you guys become less. We want Canada, the Canadian government, the Canadian people, to make Canada great again, to make Mexico great again, Norway great again, North Korea great perhaps for the first time
For the first
since
time,
the war.
yeah. Uh-huh.
He wants all of us to rise because a rising tide lifts all ships.
Yep.
Right.
Yep.
So here we have the Donald Trump literally making America great again. In fact, greater than perhaps America has ever been.
Yes.
With unemployment down to a 44-year low, black unemployment down the most it has ever been in the history of the United States.
All right, say that again. Okay. Say that again, brother. That's huge. That's earth-shattering what you just said, and it's the truth. Say it again. Black unemployment
is down to a 44-year low. Black unemployment is down below. It's broken all the records. Black unemployment has never been as low as it is right now.
That's right. The lowest in U.S. history. Yet, we had America's first black president in Bill Clinton. Then we had America's first for real black president in Barack Obama, whose mother was white. And everybody was going crazy about how black these guys were and what they were going to do for the black folks in America. They did absolutely zero. And along comes Donald Trump, who's as white, Caucasian, European as he can be. So is his wife. So are all of his children. And it's the lowest black unemployment in the history of the United States of America. Go ahead, Mike.
So this lawyer in Ottawa, he has put on full display how impossible it is to do business anywhere in the world without somehow touching, like spaghetti on a spaghetti plate, everything touching everything else. Canadians cannot do business in the business world without touching something that has American influence on it. Right. Is what I'm saying. So when Donald Trump says we're going to make America great again, and does it right. by sort of like oozing across the border, Canada is now becoming great again. And even without this patriotic boom that we've seen here in the last week or so, because of these G7 tiffs between Trudeau and Donald Trump, even if Canadians really are saying, well, heck with the U.S., we're only going to buy Canadian. Well, guess what? Thank you, Donald Trump. Donald Trump, even without lifting his pinky finger, is making Canada great again without putting any effort into that whatsoever. So even if American commerce did not touch Canadian soil and influence Canadian shopping, just by virtue of being Donald Trump, he's caused this patriotic fever to sort of kick up. I'm not sure. Canadians are kind of apathetic when it comes to this kind of thing. This whole thing will die down in a week or so. But and personally, I hope it doesn't. I hope Canadians get on the Make Canada Great Again bandwagon here so that we can become a competitor on the global scene as a unit. Getting away from the globalist mantra and the globalist mentality. Let's, as a unit, as a country with its own defined borders, language, and culture, rise up and make our country great again so that we can get at the grown-ups table and do business with people like Trump and the rest of them. Yeah,
that's good. That's good, Mike. That's good. Listen, I appreciate you bringing this hypocrisy and embarrassment to our attention. It was fun to pull apart and look at. I've been going through these tweets during the show and when we were, at break and everything. And oh my gosh, people are just tearing him up left and right. And he's pretty gracious about his responses, but apparently the guy's just a Canadian form of your leftist snowflake. He has no shame. He doesn't see the hypocrisy. He doesn't see how idiotic he's looking, and he's going to stick to his guns even if it makes him look more and more foolish. It's unbelievable.
Yeah, no, Scott Chamberlain, just as a personal message to Scott Chamberlain, we don't want to attack you and make fun of you and make a fool out of you. You seem like a nice guy. We just want you to wake up.
American Survival Wholesale is proud to sponsor this ministry and their efforts to shed light on the issues that face our nation. As a veteran and Christian-owned and operated company, we support the freedom to express these Christian principles. We all understand the importance of being prepared. After witnessing the devastation of Hurricanes Harvey, Irma, and the wildfires that affected so many, please support this ministry by clicking on the link below and check out the amazing alt media package for our listeners. Plus, if you use the promo code PNN Radio, that's PNN Radio, you will receive free shipping, a savings of up to $200. Just click on the link below but please do it today. Your support means so much to this channel.